Good afternoon, good morning. We've had a conversation of almost 1 hour and a half between me and Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov, also with the participation of Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut. He indeed provided kind services and trying to approximate the position of both sides. I came to these negotiations with two tasks. The first one is to organize a humanitarian corridor from and to Mariupol. This is the most difficult location at the moment in terms of humanitarian situation. And the second task is to agree on at least a 24-hour ceasefire in order to resolve all emergency issues and needs of people who are caught by this war. As far as the first task, I sincerely hope that Mr. Lavrov will communicate will liaise with those in Russia who make these decisions, and the humanitarian corridor will nevertheless operate. And I still keep hope that the Russian Federation, from humanitarian reasons, from empathy, human empathy to those who are suffering in Mariupol, and will allow to evacuate babies, those who suffer in Mariupol because of the lack of medications, that the Russian authorities will allow for humanitarian corridor from Mariupol, same way as humanitarian corridors as which operate from, for example, from Sumy to Poltava. We can't stop the war if the country which started the aggression, the attack, has no willingness to do that. Today, I heard that ceasefire is linked by the Russian Federation to the implementation of the demands put by President Putin to Ukraine. In connection to this, I would like to confirm once again that Ukraine has not surrendered, is not surrendering, and will not surrender. We're ready for diplomacy. We're looking for diplomatic solutions, but until we find them, we'll be doing everything to defend our land, our people from Russian aggression. I hope that the format we've had our talks today in will continue. I'm ready for that. If the Russian side is ready for a serious conversation rather than repeating used propaganda matrix or statements against Ukraine. All that we need today is the serious conversation focused on specific subjects, no cliches. As soon as the Russian side is ready for this conversation, I will be ready to continue this conversation. We'll do everything possible for peace, to saving lives of our citizens, because human life is the most precious thing for us. Thank you. Olga Budnik-Ukrinform, Team Minister. The Director of International Atomic Energy Agency is going to arrive to the talks, but is Russia still threatening with the nuclear button? Yes. At the end of the meeting, Minister Lavrov touched upon the subject of nuclear safety, and he wants to, at least he supported trilateral consultation between the International Atomic Energy, Russian and Ukrainian participants. I told him that before the Russian soldiers invaded the territory of Ukraine, everything was in order, had been in order with our nuclear power stations in Ukraine. They were reliable in operations, and Ukraine has been and continues to be responsible participation of all verification mechanisms by AAT and non-proliferation treaty. All these lies they are spreading, that they entered Ukraine because of the nuclear weapons program. It's all lies. The international inspectors haven't seen anything like this, and because things like that are not happening in Ukraine and never happened. And what Russia should do now, they should take away their soldiers from Zaporizhia and Chernobyl nuclear plants, and let for the normal operation, and allow inspectors from International Atomic Agency to inspect any efforts to usurp power and occupy territories of nuclear power plants is unacceptable. If they want to impose any kind of management from their side, it will not work. So briefly saying, Russia should demilitarize the nuclear assets they're occupying now, and avoid any attacks and efforts to seize any of these facilities, and also of gas infrastructure, because it could, by seizing this infrastructure, it could threaten the nuclear assets. We're ready for the open dialogue with the International Atomic Agency, but on the principles I outlined.